Welcome everyone, Ben Rabizadeh from StoryTrading.com. Going to give a quick update on Dario Health. I spoke to management yesterday. Before I do that, just quick disclaimer: Story Trading is not an investment advisor. Investing in securities involves significant risk of loss. Also, want to let you know that that Dario Health is one of my larger positions. Um, so with that, let's look at the chart real quick. Let me share on the screen one more time. Screen 3. Okay. So looking at the chart here, you can see this had a pretty big correction along with a lot of other growth stocks. Hit the 200 DMA over here. That red bar bounced off of it. And on that green bar over here, that's they released some news. Next day, they had an upgrade from Cohen. So what was that news? Is it impactful enough to really make this a sustainable bounce off the 200 DMA? So that's why I reached out to Rick Anderson, president and head of North American sales. They had a deal with MediOrbis uh, announced on Tuesday. So what I found out was that that's already recognizing revenue as of Monday. They launched it Monday. Revenue already started coming in. That'll be impactful to second quarter. So that's great news. This is not one of those deals that's going to hit the top line next year or something like that. So that was very good. Also took this opportunity to catch up on what's going on with the rest of the deals. Because there's been some delay, at least some perceived delay in signing up insurers, and I want to make sure they're still on track. So, this was actually the most bullish conversation I've had with management. I have a bunch of really, really good nuggets. Before I share those nuggets, I want to let you know I also interviewed the CEO of Dario Health about a month ago. That video is up on YouTube. You should take a look at that. And one of the important takeaways from that is that revenue is going to really surprise people in Q1. They said they had double-digit sequential growth in Q1. This was mentioned in the conference call. A lot of people may have missed it. Double-digit sequential growth with their core product and also with the acquired product from Upright Pose. And 2/3 of Upright revenue is going to be recognized in Q1 because that transaction closed February 1st. So if you do the math on all of that, they should be close to $5 million revenue and maybe more, because that when you talk about double-digit growth, which Era said that's 10%, maybe it's 15%, maybe it's 20, I don't know. So we'll see what that comes in at. Now, so with that being said, I'm going to talk about the Cohen report a little bit that came out yesterday a little bit, but first on these nuggets again, MediOrbis impactful already. Here's two other really, really important nuggets. I really pushed them on the insurer plans that have not been announced yet because it's been many quarters now that Erez Raphael, the CEO, has been saying next 2 or 3 weeks, you're going to see a big deal. You're going to see a big deal next 2 to 3 weeks. So I wanted to ask, what's going on with those pending deals? Have there been any pending deals that have been that they lost to competition or that are not on the table anymore? And Rick said 0. No pending deals from 2020 have been lost. They're all still on the table, and it's really a matter of timing the launch is what it sounds like. It sounds like these insurers, they just want to time it with get marketing and digital marketing all set up. Same with large employers. Now, this is what's really interesting is when it comes to the health plans, they have deals out there. There's contracts out there ready to be signed and going. But the smallest of these health plan deals is 500,000 lives. The largest is millions of lives. So do the math on that. 500,000 lives. The average employer deal that they've been doing is 3 to 10,000 employees. You can add 50% of that for spouses. So it comes to about 10,000 lives, the average employer deal. So an insurer deal is 500,000 lives. What is that? 50 times larger? 10 times 5 is 50, right? Times another 10, 500. 50 times larger. The smallest of the insurer deals is 50 times more impactful to their top line than one employer deal. So let's talk about the revenue a little bit in the backlog. Their revenue, again, I'm looking at 5 million Q1, which is going to surprise a lot of people. The average street analyst's expectation is, I think, under 4 million. So, I have them, when you do a full quarter of upright, I already have them close to 25 million for 2021. Now, Cohen came out yesterday and has a 31 price target on 23 million. They're going to beat that without any growth. So they're going to beat Cohen's revenue without any growth, and they already have a 31 price target. Now, um, backlog, pipeline. I went into the pipeline in detail with errors last month, $600 million. Now, people have been throwing out a number that they've heard errors say 10%, that they're looking to close 10%. Now, I previously heard 10 to 20%. Now, Rick reiterated that number that I've heard. They're looking to close 10 to 20% of the pipeline every year. 60 to 120 million in additional top line revenue every year. How do they do that? Well, now we know. We know because the smallest of the health plan deals is 500,000 lives. Now, he gave me pretty solid, confidence and concrete timelines for this. In terms of signing certain deals in Q2, other deals in Q3 for launch in January 2021. Just kind of reading his body language and his confidence in terms of where they are signing the deals, it was the most confident I've ever heard either Rick or Erez. So, from my view, the fundamental story is still intact, and it's as bullish as I ever remember. If we can throw the chart up there again, share the screen. Okay. So, over here, you got the technicals really good at 200-day moving average support. Now it's up at the 20. We'll see if there's enough juice in growth stocks in the market to break that and head towards the 50. But, for me, the bottom line is I'm not really trading this. I got in initially around $7 on this big announcement over here. I did sell some up in the 25 to 30 range, and basically everything else I have at this point, I'm just holding. I think what you're going to see, I think if and when they announce an insurer deal, I expect the stock to go to 30 plus in very short order. And if it doesn't, I'm buying that news. I'm buying that gap. If it only gaps a couple bucks, I think it'll be only a matter of days till we get to 30 plus. So my outlook for the stock is this year, I'm looking at $30 to $50 price target and over $50 in 2022. So, from my perspective, the fundamentals are intact. The technicals look good over here with that pullback at the 200 DMA. Sentiment, I think sentiment is still really good for digital health. I've been reading a lot, looking at other digital health companies. And although we've had this pullback affecting like COVID stocks, I think digital health is here to stay. So that's going to continue. So I think that's good sentiment. And, plenty of good catalysts coming up. And those are the 4 pillars that we do at StoryTrading: sentiment, catalyst, fundamentals, and technicals. So from my perspective, it's all engines go. I have no reason to worry about this stock market pullback. Can it go and retest the 200 DMA? Sure, because the strongest impact on stock prices is probably the overall market. So anything can happen there. But I'm going to withstand that volatility. I have, at this point, pretty good confidence that they are going to come through and announce those deals. And you know what? If you want to take some off the table, you can probably do it with the Q1 report because they're going to beat the street by so much. So anyway, that's my update for Dario Health. And we'll see you guys at our VIP program. Come to storytrading.com, click on VIP. This Sunday night, we have an update on Mace, which is already up like 60% since it was presented as a VIP pick a few weeks ago. So we're going to have a deep dive into Mace, and we have other additional presentations lined up. So I encourage you guys to check out storytrading.com, click on performance. You can see how those VIP picks are doing, and we'll see you around. Have a great day.